Today's video is sponsored by our good friends at Famous Faces and Funnies, located in Melbourne, Florida. Check us out on the links below, and remember, shipping is nationwide. Along with our friends at Docking Bay 94, located in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Check us out on comicsandgames.com. And Ian's Display Accessories, the best figure stands for your iconic Kenner Star Wars and Hasbro GIJoe, shipping nationwide. And lastly, EGS Expert Grading Services, the GenX preferred place to get your vintage and collectible comics graded and encased. Hello, welcome to another exciting, informative episode of Codename New to Vero 2. Hi, I'm your presenter, Shabu Are You. Now today we're going to take a brief look at the 2021 Hasbro Pulse exclusive Snake Supreme Cobra Commander. Well, my subscribers know that we've covered a lot of aspects when it comes to dealing with the head snake. Some that may have been overlooked or forgotten by some in the fan base. Now, I'm not going to get into the evil that is Hasbro Pulse, and I'm not going to get into Hasbro's continued struggle with keeping store shelves stocked with items. And most important, as I think some adults forget, is because of today's kids are less likely to get into something from the past. For example, Mattel is doing a great job with the He-Man Origins. To me, it's awesome to see a kid holding a figure that we did when we were children. And this is what I want so desperately for GIJoe as a fan base, to grow like that with younger audience. Now I'm just going to throw a few things out there, and after this video, check out the other Cobra Commander episodes that I have. When it comes to this particular figure, upon seeing the photo of it and how that it's right in front of me, this figure is the what if Cobra Commander and Serpentor had a baby vibe. Incorporating elements from these two Cobra leaders, you see a little Serpentor along with some special body armor suits that CC has worn during the IDW run of GIJoe. Now, I'm going to be repeating some of the things that I stated in previous episodes, but the truth is, Darth Vader and Cobra Commander are the first examples of bad guy characters selling doing well. Arguably, the hooded Cobra Commander mail away is the most successful mail away promo ever. Now, I mentioned several GIJoe comics have been trending upwards. Obviously, issue number 1. Now, unless you're a simpleton, yes, that is Cobra Commander's first appearance, but note his uniform. Alright, so let's take a look at this from a proper GenX perspective. Now, the box is excellent, a work of art on its own. Now, when you stare at it, it gives you that three-dimensional feeling like it belongs under a black light vibe. You know, I like that. Alright, so we're going to take it out of the box here, and it's going to be listed as 09 in the classified series. And again, look at this detail. It is legitimately a work of, it's one of the prettiest box arts that I've ever seen since all my years in growing up and collecting things. I would rank this right up there. And I think, like, you see it fold out like that. I think it's better than the SnakeEyes deluxe one. And now, I didn't actually get that, but I've seen so many people that have that. All right, of course, I'm going to bring out the normal, regular classifieds of Cobra Commander. And again, there's a lot of changes, a lot of same, so you get a good mix of both. And of course, you got to start with the iconic 82, 83, and then of course the hooded Cobra Commander and Fred 7, but you know, I guess he is. And of course, I actually brought out the retro line from Walmart. So these are all of the Cobra Commanders currently. Alrighty, it's now time to break out the trusty Craftsman Lockblade and free Cobra Commander from his bindings. Now again, to make sure to get your order of Ian's display stands for both your modern and vintage figures. So what I have here is I pulled out some of the accessories, and you know, we have a scepter. The sword is, or dagger, depends on your point of view, is similar to the other classifieds. But here's what's cool. they did an excellent job making a modern interpretation of his laser pistol. So that was the big harp on the other classifieds. And there's still one more variant. There's the royal blue version of Cobra Commander. So there is altogether 3 versions of Cobra Commander in the classified series. I think Roadblock also and SnakeEyes obviously are the other characters that have multiple variations of their classified figures. And again, like I said, I will mention this later, but Cobra Commander primarily had this blue, 3 colors. The baby blue, the dark royal blue, and then black. Because I cover the comics, towards the end of the Marvel run, he was wearing more of this type of black uniform. So to have a black version of Cobra Commander, it's fitting. This is a lot better than the Pimp Daddy Destro. I'm going to say that right off the bat. The Pimp Daddy Destro is an insult to the character. This one, it's pretty good. And if you're a regular follower of this channel, you know at some point, if I'm going to feature Cobra Commander, I got to feature the best picture of Cobra Commander of all time. Him kicking the dog, I think around issue 150, or 100, but it's great. Well, that concludes my coverage of this. Surprisingly, it's a really good figure. I really enjoy it, and I think it's great when you pair it with the Baroness and Destro over here in the Pimp Daddy version of Destro. I just think it's a great combination, a great alt look. But real quick, some points on the last weekend's reveal of the GIJoe classified SnakeEyes line. Now, here's the thing. I know since my finger is on the pulse of the community, and it has been for several years, all the negativity and stuff, I understand that. Yes, I'm not initially excited. But at the same time, if it gets kids involved, today's kids, I'm all for it. And that's the most important thing. I think if you're a real fan of GIJoe and you understand about its message of diversity, of people coming together to fight evil, you want that message to be continued down, especially during these times. And I'm all for, hey, whatever, if they're throwing things on the dartboard, if something sticks, I'm all for it. At least they're trying and making an attempt to appeal to today's kids. Because let's face it, guys, I've said it in previous episodes. If modern kids don't get into GIJoe, it's going to die out with us. So let's give it a chance. Let's be open. Just like with Henry Golden as the actor, let's give all of this a chance and take it from there. So go into it for open mind. I ended up ordering Baroness, Scarlet, and SnakeEyes. So I was able to pre-order those. Alrighty, so remember to like and smash that subscribe button. We're going to have a recap of the Dark Side Ray from that terrible shitstorm known as the sequel series. And as well as our much anticipated EGS interview with the president of that grading service, Tony. And here's just a preview of some of the books he did for me. And if you've been following me in this 101 series, I'm really impressed with EGS. So we'll get to learn more about them and why you should entrust them for doing the same type of thing to your books. Anyway, this is Shabu Are You signing off.